Hello and welcome. So yesterday I bought 3 pairs of AirPod, like the second generation. They're not all fancy or whatever, but I have 3 pairs of AirPods at Best Buy, which was pretty cheap because they're the older ones. They're about $240 for the purchase. But as I was making those purchases, and I'll tell you the reason why, is today is my son's birthday party, and he wanted some new headphones. His are absolutely ran through. He's been having them for probably like ever, right? And when I went to go get the headphones or order them, because he's got his birthday party today, I told myself, well, hey, why don't we get me and my wife a pair? And not that buying AirPods, especially older AirPods, is like the greatest sign of wealth ever. But the reason I made this video and the reason I called it what I did is because I really think it's critical that I failed as much as I did, as quick as I did, and as hard as I did, as early as I did. And that kind of led me to a place to be able to go up against 2 choices. And I think a lot of you guys are in the same way. So if you don't know me, my name is Arias Williams. I am the change coach. I help people get through self-sabotage primarily in their business, but we first start off with the mindset stuff because that carries over into our relationships, health, and wellness. So kind of total package here. However, when I was younger, I was just a regular dude. And part of being a regular dude or a regular woman or a regular whatever is failing and not doing things the proper way or the way you planned it. And I think I'm not the most successful person ever, but I think the reason I've been able to find so much success in the last few months of my life is really locking in on kind of the things I've been doing for a long time. And what's funny is when you are on the other side of the wall, or the fear wall, what I like to call it, suddenly the wall seems not so much like an obstacle you got through, but it seems like a step. You know, like once it falls down, when it's up though, when you have failure right in your face. So maybe some of you guys watching this video are going through some really tough times right now. And I don't want to be insensitive to that because, hell, I've been through plenty. I mean, just a couple years ago, I definitely could not buy 3 pairs of iPods. And I owned a brick and mortar location back then. I had a smoothie shop. And I was broke as fuck. I literally was putting in quarters in my gas tank so I could go down the street. And then my priorities were so bad that even though I didn't have any money, I would still do all types of dumb, leisurely shit, which I guess wasn't dumb. And so I want to release that for you. So maybe you're in a spot where you're fucking up chronically, or at least life is throwing you a lot of 1s and 2s. And I understand sometimes it's not you, right? Like sometimes it was the old you and you're having to deal with some of the repercussions, right? Like, old me used to not say how I wanted to feel. Old me used to let others put their perspective and their goals in front of my own. But for some reason, even though I'm new me, even though I'm this person now, trying my hardest to start a new business, get a new relationship, move to a new city, start a new life, get through a bad relationship, whatever the case is for you, why is it that this old me is like pulling me back? It's pulling me back with all these different thoughts and emotions and habits. He's pulling me back with thoughts of, will I fail again? Oh yeah, it worked for them, but it won't work for me. Oh yeah, it must be nice. All of these things I used to think all the fucking time, and they never help. So today what I want to do is tell you what will help. And I want to give you an example of kind of how business and life feels, one that I hope is tangible for you. Have you ever had construction in your city? I hope you're laughing with me because you should have. So, kind of, when you're driving and your town's getting torn up by construction, and it's like chaos and it's fucking up your daily route, the thing you've been doing every day for however long, okay? And you're trying to get where you want to go, but this construction's a hoopla. You know, people don't know how to drive in it. Takes forever. Lights are backed up. And this goes on for quite a few weeks. But then it's done. And they leave and they take all the trucks and the cones and the orange tape and all that away. And all of a sudden you're left with this really, really nice road. And what happens when you drive on the nice road after all the construction's gone? Almost every single time, you go, oh, that was nice. Oh, so nice. Ooh, like, you guys ever seen Cars when they all drive on the road after Lightning McQueen does it? That's how we feel, and we're just driving in the car, right? And then something else happens, and this is really important. I want you to pay attention to this. Then we go, oh, that wasn't too long. They did that pretty quick. That's funny, because when we're in the struggle, when the construction's going on, oh, this is taking forever. Oh, they're going so slow. Oh, they're not even working out there. When you're in the wall, when you're in the suck, when you're in the failure, it seems like it's going to go on forever. It feels like it's never going to get better. When I used to have to put $2.25 into my gas tank, I thought that might be my forever. And so the other day, the reason why I bring this up, when I go in there, I buy 3 pairs of iPods. I don't think about it. They're not iPods, they're AirPods, you get it. And then not only that, but I thought to myself when I bought them, oh, these are pretty cheap. I had a meeting with a photographer the other day for our retreat in October. We're going to the Tennessee Smoky Mountains and taking 30 plus entrepreneurs to an unbelievable house up there in the mountains that I went to 3 years ago with my previous company that I rented out for my own company retreat. So if you guys want to know more about that, you got to get inside True Diamond Mindset. So we'll see you in there. But back then, when I was meeting with the guy, he told me his price. And Spence, if you're watching this, I love you, man. But I could tell that he was uncomfortable saying that price. But to me, it's probably the cheapest quote I received. And it's just amazing how when you go from a place of failure and you fail so much, when those walls come down, because again, when you get on the other side of failure, or when the construction's done, when the relationship's over, once the business has cash flow, whatever, then you get to the smooth road. Then you get to the made it. Then you get to the buying AirPods for your family members because you want to. Then you get to take your wife to meet her favorite author or go to the vacations on Anna Maria Island. All these little things that I've got to do this year. It's not about making the money and all that. It's just about understanding that the failure I had in life leading up to this point turned from a wall that was blocking me to a stepping stone to allow me to get up. And this is the real reason why. And I'm rewarding you guys if you stayed to the end. You're getting something not everybody else did. The reason why failure is a stepping stone is because you have to go through things to know not to. And sometimes that sounds harsh, but let me ask you this. If you guys have never had to manifest $1,000 overnight because you were down bad, would you believe you could? If you never had to manifest or pray and believe in your ability to get customers into a business that has nothing. Like, if you had to do that, would you be able to? And once you fail at doing it, or once you get better, or once you come across a challenge and you surpass it anyway, that gives you a level up. And now it takes a more difficult challenge to get you back into the place of scarcity, back into the place of uncertainty, back into the place of fear. So don't be afraid to fail. Fail more. Fail faster. Fail more often. Because on the other side of failure is everything you ever wanted. If you guys want to work with me and get inside our 6-month program where you can see me one-on-one, our weekly support call, as well as our community on Slack and our private events, I want you to book a call below, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace, love, and prosperity.